Alright, let's have another game. Another TvZ. Lots of TvZs lately. As I mentioned, I enjoy this matchup. It's a lot of fun, and it's also very balanced, I think. So it's usually a pretty fair game.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
And yeah, a lot of variety in this matchup, which I like.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
Now I'm going to do standard build Hellion Banshee 3cc. It's pretty solid. It's been working well, and it takes a little while to get used to because it's quite challenging because you have to micro and macro.
Not enough minerals.
It's
Not
both
enough
micro and
minerals.
macro intensive at the same time. But I think it's good. It's good to play it.
SCV ready.
It helps you improve your ability a lot. You know, you want to stretch yourself. What am I doing? It's this one. I want over here.
SCV ready.
You know, if you want to get any good at StarCraft, you need to learn how to multitask, and micro and macro at the same time.
SCV ready.
It's just absolutely fundamental. So this is also a very good build from that perspective.
SCV ready.
Okay, why is my goodness? No harm done though.
Big job, huh? Go ahead. Ah! You scared me. Huh?
It's only my second game of the day,
I'm going.
and I don't typically play warm-up games or anything, so
Command center upgrade.
not playing at my best.
In the ring. Bad news.
Okay, so yeah, that's normal timing.
SCV ready.
Now there's no point keeping the Reaper at home if it's hatchery first. It's just going to sit there and do nothing. Whereas if you send it over the map, you're going to get some value out of it
I'm listening. What?
potentially.
Fear the Reaper, man. Done. Agreed.
You just got to make sure you don't lose it.
Yes. SCV ready. All right.
We might get a drone if we're lucky.
Yeah, baby. Let's death from above.
Okay, that's actually quite a few links.
Can't handle.
I might have forced them out.
That's all. I'm going.
Okay, that was alright.
Bad news.
I'm late on my third CC.
SCV ready.
Although I'm actually not, because yeah,
Add-on
not that late.
complete.
I am a little bit late.
On the way. Done. Fair enough. Agreed. SCV ready.
Okay, that was close. It's very important not to lose
What's
the
going
Reaper.
on?
Not
Because
enough minerals.
the first thing he's going to do if he
Not
loses
enough minerals.
the Reaper is he's going to send his lings across the map. He might already be
Command
doing
center
it.
upgrade complete.
So
Add-on.
we need
Not
to get
enough
minerals
minerals.
Hellions out.
SCV ready.
So there's no third base here yet. Let's
Nothing
check
I
the other
can't
location.
handle. Ready to race.
Okay, we've got some Hellions, so we're a bit safer now.
Big job, huh? In the rear. SCV ready. All right. I'm going.
It's a long way.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Actually, I don't want to start that. It's a Banshees.
Go ahead. SCV ready.
Okay, we're gonna add. Okay. Okay, still no third base. This is important.
Ah! You scared me.
Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out why forthwith.
Not enough minerals.
What? Ready to race.
It could be
Not
roaches,
enough
so I have to be very careful here.
SCV ready.
I need this scout.
Add-on complete.
Done.
Okay, he's building a.
Agreed.
Okay, there's still quite a bit of lings. I'm actually going to scout. Yeah, there's a roach warren.
SCV ready.
So we're going to build tanks. And I'm
Command
actually
center upgrade
going to
complete.
build a bunker as well.
Raise some hell.
Engine screaming.
I'll send these out so I can counterattack.
SCV ready.
Okay, I'm actually in a bit of trouble here. But I have got the Banshee, which I'm going to keep at home.
SCV ready.
And I missed. I can't. Normally I would swap the tech lab and the Actually, I'm going to make this a reactor. Normally I would switch the tech lab, but I can't afford to wait. I have to get tanks out as soon as possible.
Research complete.
Okay, another Rax.
SCV ready. Ready to roll. SCV ready.
Okay.
Screaming.
Now these are going to be for counter-attacking. There's no point running in if he's got roaches floating around. So I'll keep these here. This is hot group 4.
Add-on complete.
And
Bad news. What's up?
okay, we're oversaturating a bit, but
SCV ready. SCV ready.
I'm going to go Liberator and
Insufficient
Medevac.
gas.
I'm actually very
Insufficient
surprised he
Vespene gas.
hasn't attacked yet. I'm going to put one of these guys out here so I can see it coming in.
SCV ready.
If it comes in. I don't need that guy there anymore.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Big job, huh?
Okay.
Ah, just get
I'm going to have to push out soon and get my
fueled up,
okay.
ready to go. SCV
send this
ready.
down.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to put this one on the high ground.
Additional supply depots required.
And
Bad news. SCV ready.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
okay, it's risky, but
Additional supply depots required.
it'd be good to have a Viking too.
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots required.
Supply block is a bad supply block.
This better be good. SCV ready.
It's actually probably too early to take the gas there,
What's going
because
on?
we might have to abandon the base anyway.
Where's the hot SCV ready.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a jump in. You never know. There.
SCV ready.
Okay, he might not have seen it. He might not have seen it.
Yes, sir. SCV ready.
Liberation is at hand.
Ready to plunder. Not a problem.
Okay, he got. I didn't get a lot of value out of it, but that's
Research
okay.
complete.
Now he's gonna attack. So
Orders received. Huh? Big job, huh?
Um,
Bad news.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard to hold a third. Yeah.
SCV ready.
Actually, I'm gonna put it behind the bunker.
This better be good.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's have a blast.
And did he have any spores? He's got spores.
SCV
He's only got 3
Ready for
bases.
dust off.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, my macro. I need
Go
another
ahead.
base.
SCV ready. Sure thing.
Maybe I'll add another
Be in the rear with the
tank, and I might even go to a fusion core.
Reporting for action.
Insufficient Vespene gas.
Yo.
Okay,
What's up?
Add-on
this guy over here.
additional supply depots.
SCV ready. Good job. SCV
Oversaturation. Good.
ready. Boom, baby.
So this can hit from both directions. This is actually a good location.
We have you on screen.
Now I need to go for some harass. Where was the spore location?
SCV ready.
He has 2 spores there.
of
So
course.
I'll go around this way.
Receiving.
About
Armed and
3 I'll come
Mineral
around here.
field depleted. Upgrade complete.
Okay, now actually I want to oversaturate this base because it's safer. We'll build a sensor tower. And we may even consider going into battle cruisers. We'll get concussive.
Research
SCV ready.
I'll start with Liberator range.
And ready. It's about to get heavy.
And I have to be
SCV ready.
careful that he doesn't switch to okay, there's an overlord there.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Where's my Viking? 6
Ready for
Viking
war?
here.
Gangway, coming through.
We have you on screen.
It's go time.
Mayday! Mayday!
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, this is good. He hasn't seen it react in time.
Research.
Now
complete.
I think he's gonna come in from this direction. So it's very hydra heavy. So I think this is okay.
Mineral field depleted.
I've got the sensor tower, so I'm gonna bring my forces over this side just now.
Good job, huh?
He's on 4 base, so he's playing fairly passively.
Ready for dust off.
Add-on complete.
We actually have a lot of workers, so
Insufficient Vespine gas.
need gas.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Am I saturated over here? I am.
Liberation.
Upgrade.
We've got a lot of minerals, so
Upgrade complete.
just going to more racks.
What's going on?
I'm gonna build one more base.
SCV ready.
Okay, there's another overlord here. So I'll send the Viking. I've just got a
Command
Viking
center
hotkey.
Go, go, go.
Upgrade complete.
He may go into lurkers, so I'm going to need a lot of scans. So I'm going to keep building command centers.
Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted.
It's about to get heavy. This better be good. SCV ready. I can't build here.
Okay, it's turned into a very slow
Command center upgrade complete. Insufficient Vespine gas.
macro game.
Insufficient Vespine
Um,
gas.
Yep.
Mineral field
Question is, should I?
depleted.
By the numbers.
I want to do sort of some multi-prong. So I'll go over here like this.
Boom, baby.
Go over here like this, and then I'll select all army, and then
Where's the emergency?
take. This is
Waiting
Alt
on
3,
you.
This
and
better
this
be
is
good.
Alt 4, and then 5
Ready for
like
dust
this.
You gonna
Take
give me
one
Additional
out here.
supply depots. Insufficient Vespine gas.
Let's have a blast.
Okay, we've got plenty of minerals, so we'll just start taking these bases.
Upgrade complete.
So 5 will come around here.
We read
4. Okay, he's very defensively set up. I'm gonna drop these here. Now I might be able to come in from this direction,
We are at maximum supply.
and I can create a
Command center
diversion
upgrade
over here
complete.
before I push in here.
Returning fire!
That's okay.
By the this better be good. I'm on it.
And then we're gonna push in with our main army here.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum supply.
So with a bit of luck, we could do some game-ending damage here.
Research complete.
Actually, he's got a lot. I'm not even gonna get the base. Okay, wow,
Upgrade complete.
that was not a good fight.
Picking
I
up or
probably should have
dropping off?
saved. I probably should have saved.
Touching you through.
Never mind. I probably should have saved the final harass till after. How are we on our upgrades?
Who wants some? What's going on?
Upgrade complete.
Okay, here we go.
Ready for dust off.
Oops. That was a mistake. I might not have enough to hold
Mineral
here.
field depleted.
I think this is losing.
It's on.
Got infestors.
Upgrade complete.
This better be good.
Now I don't mind him killing these command centers because I actually need to. I need to buy time,
It's go time.
so that's fine.
Ready to go. Go, go, go. This better be good. By the numbers. Who called in the fleet?
Okay, we actually got away with surprisingly little damage there.
Mineral field depleted.
I'm go. Boy. Go ahead.
Vespine geyser exhausted. Mineral field depleted. Research complete. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, so we've actually got a limited window with the battle cruisers because he's going to start building corruptors. I think we might be okay.
Command center upgrade.
Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so this is good. We get some free damage, and it means he's rallying them across for an attack.
Sure thing. Gateway. Coming. Who called it?
Ready for dust off.
Fueled up, ready to go. Oh, it's on.
Insufficient Vespine gas.
Yeah, here we go.
Upgrade complete. Mineral field depleted.
Okay, this is a really good fight. Okay, that was really good. Now I'm gonna do mass repair.
Upgrade complete.
Alt R for auto repair.
Ready for dust off.
Insufficient Vespine
Fueled
gas.
up, ready to go.
I must be oversaturating
What's going
somewhere.
on? Oh, it's on. War is here.
Liberation is at hand.
How many workers have I got? I've still got 82
Mineral
workers.
field depleted.
Oh, God damn.
Go ahead.
Upgrade complete.
Are they all repaired? Yep.
Mineral field depleted.
Send these
Yo.
over here.
Big
Oops.
job, huh?
There's more workers again. No more. Another attack.
In the rear.
Now, I'm not sure I actually want to build more sensor towers because it sort of gives away. I do want
Mineral
more
field
bases.
depleted.
Ah, you scared me.
Mineral field
Oops,
depleted.
oops, this is bad.
It's go time.
Okay, I think we just got enough. That was potentially bad.
Vespine geyser.
War is here.
Unacceptable command.
I have to be a little bit careful because he has
Armed and ready.
infestors out. Okay.
Go, go, go.
I'm a bit scared of his infestors.
Better be good. It's go time.
Yeah, this is a bit cheap, but ouch.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Battle cruisers are a little bit OP. More than a little bit OP. But
Armed and
I really want to get the base. Or I can get the infestors, target down the infestors. But it is just a very good counter to roaches. So yeah. So yeah, 82 to 182. And I'm pretty good on the upgrades too. So let's have a look. Well, it's 3000 Zerg too. I'm not playing any slouches, at least by my standards. I started this channel at about 2.7, 2.8. And have been moving up. So I don't think I've ever been above a 3000 rating. So it's a pretty even game. He was actually ahead in army supply the whole way. Missed the transition to battle cruisers and didn't really have a good enough counter. My resource collection kept up very well though. Upgrades kept up, and yeah, the workers were ahead. So we both took some pretty bad fights. It wasn't there wasn't really any real decisive moment in the game. Let's have a look. My macro was much better this game compared to some other games I've had against Zerg lately. Sometimes, well, that's partly just because it was so much less chaotic from a micro perspective.
Our forces are under attack. Enemies going after the drones.
So my Reaper micro was good. I didn't lose it there where I could easily have if I wasn't paying attention.
Brand new queen ready to go. Evolution.
Now I could have tried to do more multi-prong, but when he's playing sort of campy and defensive, it's a lot harder to do it than when when you're sort of like counter-attacking and he's always looking to push. He's played pretty defensive, building spores very early.
Queen ready to go.
He built spine crawlers as well.
A new queen's been.
So where are we at the moment? So it's pretty even. Workers are even. He's slightly ahead on army supply.
Brand new queen ready to go.
Yeah, so he's a very defensively oriented player. It's different from other games we've had recently. He isn't really paying any attention at all to what I'm doing. He may not even know if I'm mech or bio at this stage. So he's one of these players, I guess, has a very specific build and strategy that he does, each game. So yeah, Spine's coming in. He's very focused on drop defense. So yeah, I think this was a mistake. I think I got some drone kills. Actually, I'm now 10 workers ahead. Let's have a look at what it was before I went in. Okay, so it's 58. He's building some at the same time, but really that wasn't worth it. I only got probably about 4 kills. What I really should have done is just keep them back for a counterattack, because here, right, where they're here, ideally I want to make sure that he doesn't see them. I've just started to run them in. I was here, but you want to keep them off creeping outside of Overlord vision. If he pushes across, right, and I see him trying to push into here or here, then I could run in, and like if I attack this base when this army is not here, but like, over here, I'm gonna get like probably easily 20 drone kills, right? So I just got impatient, and that was a mistake. And I should have when I saw his roaches were there, I should have pulled out rather than committed. So that was bad, and unit lost are in his favor. Or I should have poked in here, where I could more easily escape. So I cornered myself by running into the main.
Evolution complete. Mineral cluster.
I should have gone in. I maybe should have tried to go in with my banshees anyway. Especially here, he's only got 1. I still could have picked off probably like five drones, but I saw that he had a lot of spores and he seemed to be playing very defensively. So I thought it probably wasn't.
Mutations complete.
I probably wasn't going to get a lot done, but I probably should have tried to do it anyway. But yeah, I'm out macroing him. So, well, he's now up 10 workers, but I'm significantly ahead in overall supply. So, actually, yeah. No, actually, sorry, the color, is it just me or are the colors kind of messed up here? Okay, well, yeah, this is Terran here. I'm actually behind in supply, but I'm actually up. I'm significantly behind in army supply, but I'm actually up 20 workers, right? So this is sort of a bit of a
Looks
role
like
reversal.
This in for a fight.
Okay, I got a little bit of damage done there, not much though. Where I'm just out macroing him.
Just depleted.
He's letting me run away with too many workers. So I've got 80 workers versus his 63. Yeah, the color coding is, now it's correct, but when I do it from his perspective, it's showing him as blue, then me as red, and the color coding seems to be a little bit off. I'm not sure what's going on there. Right, so he's preparing for a big push.
That makes 1 less mineral cluster.
And arguably, like, strategically, what I'm doing is the right thing. If he's playing hyper defensive, he's building like he's got 3 spines, he's got 2 spores. This is why I was so far ahead on workers and economy, because he's building so much static defense. But Very slow to take a 5th base.
And there's another Zerg.
So I've got 4 bases as well, but 2 more on the way. I've got a very good defensive setup. I'm maxing out.
That's new.
So
I guess these Zerg are evolved.
Ready for dust off.
Just depleted a mineral cluster. Mutation's complete. That makes one less mineral cluster.
yeah,
Our base is under
this was a mistake. The timing is off, right? Because I'm not actually hitting this base yet. So I should have he's already cleaned this up before the attack hits. So what I probably should have done is I should have attacked simultaneously. I should have been hitting here, here, and here at the same time, or at least hitting only very slightly earlier. Yeah. So this was a big mistake. But let's have a look at it. So he is drawn out of position, but I'm just too slow to get set up here. Okay, so he's coming in. Yeah, and I'm not even killing workers. I'm killing static defense as he takes out the tanks here. So this was a pretty unsuccessful attack. I should have got you know, I got about 10, maybe 10 or so, 10, 15 drone kills. Maybe not even that many, 10ish. But it came at a significant cost. The army supply is actually still equal. The army supply is equal, and the resources lost are not too dissimilar. So he lost a lot too. He fought into tanks. But I thought you've got to be very careful about doing this, because if you lose your army, he's going to come across and counterattack. And but he probably thought that I was out of army supply. I actually still had. Actually, sorry, he is very significantly ahead in army supply, 126 to 73. So that was a very bad fight on my part. But his counterattack here was suboptimal, and this is where he really paid the price for not doing better scouting, because it would have been much better to attack from this side here. I've got a planetary here. I've got a pretty good fortification. So I took a bad fight, and then he takes a bad fight. So he's pushing in to tanks and a planetary, and he's sort of a bit indecisive about which way to go. But I've got a bunker. I've got a couple of tanks, battlecruiser here. So yeah, another tank here, another tank here. So I don't mind losing those command centers, because like I said, I'm buying time. So it ended up being fine. So now the army supply is equal, and I'm still up 20 workers. And I'm actually mining off this base. This base is landed. So yeah, a poor attack by me, and then a poor attack by my opponent. And yeah, this is often a giveaway, by the way, that an attack's coming in, because they if he does like an F2 rally to here, some units are going to be closer than others. So if they start trickling over one by one, you should probably expect the entire army's on the way. And that was the case here. That's why I pulled back even without vision. I should have sieged the tanks a little bit earlier. That was a mistake. Good fun rules. But yeah, the thing is, his composition, it's just hydra and roach, and that's kind of pretty much. He's just a roach hydra player. You know, he doesn't really have a whole lot of other tech. Okay, he's got, you know, maybe yeah. So I've got the exact right army composition to counter that. Right, tanks are very, very good. I've got marauders, a fair bit of marauders, and battle cruisers. You know, hydras do okay against battle cruisers, but roach rabble obviously don't. In terms of upgrades, okay, he's got upgrades. So yeah, still have a significant economic advantage. So again, he sort of like gives away that he was considering a push. Yeah, I was almost caught out again. But the bio is able to tank the damage while I get my tank sieged. So he withdrew there correctly. Again, it's too slow to get my tank sieged. Good bundles. Yeah. Now I'm trading. This is a sort of a very low skill victory on my part, though, I have to say. But battle cruisers, it's sort of like a Protoss unit against Zerg. Like battle cruisers are not very good against Protoss, but they're very strong against Zerg, and it feels a lot like, to me, like really the only Terran unit that feels like a Protoss unit. You know, where it's very powerful, and you can just build it, and then if your opponent doesn't scout it and doesn't actually build corruptors and have a very specific strategy for countering them, you can often just lose. And this tactical jump thing, you know, where you hit a base on one side and he runs his army over here, you got a critical mass, you can just jump it here, and you're always going to at least get a base. And so when you've already got the economic advantage, it's sort of a crushing final blow. So yeah, so well played by my opponent. Not a game I'm super proud of, but it's always nice to get a win. Cheers.